everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kat. I'm a millennial. I am surrounded by all my millennial friends. They typically graduate from college around 22 and now they're also, as me, in their late 20s. The most frequent question we gather together and discuss is how are we gonna retire? Unlike our parent generations, they have savings, they got a house, they got promotions, they got raise. Life seems very simple and stable. As millennials, there are statistics showing that we don't earn as much as our parents do. And also nowadays, it is really hard for us to buy a house that we want to live. And at the same time, we're drifting around thinking this city is good, that city is also good to live. We want to travel. So that just makes our life less stable. Many of my friends think they don't earn as much as they need. They typically live paycheck by paycheck, no matter how much they earn. Really to my surprise, even they're earning six figures, they think it is not enough because, oh, today I want this purse, tomorrow I need that new dress. And when they ask me, I feel so bad for you. You are still in school and you just graduated. How are you gonna save money for retirement? You just start much later than we do, right? And I was telling them, actually, no, I already have all my retirement accounts. I have my investment accounts. I planned my retirement. I don't think it's a big problem for me. They all sounded very surprised. So this really inspired me to make videos talking about how when I was a graduate student living on my minimum stipend, how did I save money into my savings account, my retirement account, and trying to make my portfolio grow. Hopefully this can help you to better manage your finance no matter you are a graduate student or you are a working professional. It is always good to have some savings, in case anything happens, and even better to plan your retirement and hopefully in, 30 years from now, you can retire comfortably. If you like my videos, please thumb up and subscribe to my channel. I will provide you more content regarding to career development, grad school life, and just some life hacks in general. So let's get started. You might wonder why I'm thinking about retirement in my 20s. It is never too early to think about retirement because money is something that you have to plan ahead and then you can gain fortune after that. No matter you're in college or pursuing your advanced degree or just starting your job, you should always keep in mind that saving money is the priority. Maybe your graduate student stipend is very low. Maybe your starting salary of your new job is relatively low. That is okay because as long as you plan, you can save money. You will be very surprised how much money you can save at the end of the month. The earlier you save, the better because time is your best friend. According to many reports, if you just Google online how much money I need for retirement, every single person, every single website will tell you that you should take advantage of compound interest. If you want to have $1 million in your bank account, how much money should you put in every month? It varies based on your age. So here I'm just giving you a source and you can definitely Google on any resources. It will tell you pretty much the same amount of money that you can put. For example, here it says if you have 40 years to save, so let's say if you want to retire at the age of 65, now you are 25-year-old, right? So how much money do you need to put per month to get $1 million? Guess how much if we assume 10% annual return? It is only $179. So let's say every month you save $180. You can get $1 million by the age of 65. If you have 30 years to save, that means you are 35 now, right? You put $481. If you're 45, it's $382. And if you're 55, you have to save almost $5,000 per month. See how time can be your best friend? Less than $200 compared to $5,000. That is a huge difference, right? It is a lot easier to save $200 per month compared to later $5,000 per month. So I show you these charts to tell you that you really want to take advantage of the time that you have. It is never too early to start saving. So how can you save, you ask? Oh, I'm just a graduate student. I guess so I get, that little money every month. How am I possible to save? I have to pay rent, I have to eat, I have to buy something, here and there, all the bills that I have to pay. It's just impossible that I can save. It is already very good that I'm not asking my parents for additional money. There are just so many places you can spend money, and the money is never enough, right? I mean, I totally get that. I was definitely like that. I would be like, today's payday, so I have to buy this, this, and this in my shopping cart. I understand, for sure. That's why now in my wardrobe, there are so many new dresses I've never worn. Like, I promise you, there are still like new labels there. It's just crazy how, I had no idea when and where I would wear those things. But I just think this is so pretty, I just want to get it. And it is not super expensive. It's okay as a graduate student, and I will find so many different excuses to celebrate my achievements. Today the experiment worked, let me reward myself, some nice shoes. And tomorrow is my birthday, I should also get something nice for myself, And there are just so many endless reasons for you to justify yourself to get that item that you always want. But here I want to tell you that really this is not a good habit and this cannot last long. So one of my friends actually told me she's still living paycheck to paycheck even though she's earning about $200,000 a year. I was very shocked as well, but she said she just buys so many things and she couldn't control herself, and she has been living in that life for so long. I mean, I tried my best to convince her the benefit of saving, and now she's trying to change. But I want to get this message out, everybody can save, and as you can see, if you're just 25, you just need $200 per month and you can get $1 million when you're 65, It is not that hard as you imagined. So I would say really try to save as much as possible, okay? But it is just kind of like vague and it's just really hard to do that, I understand. So now I want to give you some tips how I saved during my grad school and I invested in the stock market. So I will definitely make a follow-up video on what kind of retirement accounts that I use if you guys are interested. First tip is the most important one to me. I think don't do impulsive shopping, okay? What I mean by that is if today, let's say you really want to go shopping, okay? You go out, you do your window shopping, you choose the items that you want, make a list. Okay, I'm really in love with this dress, I'm really in love with that pair of shoes. You put it down, okay? They will still be there. Don't worry, okay? If they're gone, it's okay. There are so many beautiful items out there, just don't worry, okay? These fashion brands will keep giving you what you want. So, write items down. If you are, in-person shopping, take it home, wait 2 days. And if you're doing online shopping, that is more convenient. So I put the items that I really want in my shopping cart. No matter it is clothes or, home decor, anything, you put in your shopping cart, on Amazon or on any official website that you use. And then you wait, okay? You wait at least 48 hours before click that button of purchase, okay? Then, actually what I realize, that is my personal experience. What I realize is when I go back to that shopping cart and I take a look at those items again, and I'm like, I really don't know why I did that, why this looks so much more attractive when I saw it 2 or 3 days ago. It's so weird. When you saw that item for the first time, you really fell in love with it, your adrenaline hitting, this is the love of my life, I really want it. Then you bought it, and then in a couple of days you're like, actually I'm still missing another piece, right? There's always a dress missing in my wardrobe. So this actually really dramatically reduced my expenses on shopping, because they are just not really necessary. And second, I think is really important is set a goal for your monthly saving. When I say save as much as you can, is when you're already in the mode of saving, right? So all you think about is saving. When you buy something, you think about, should I save this money and not buy that item? So when you're already in this routine, it might not be that difficult for you. But when you're just starting, it is good to set a goal, right? So now let's say, if you want $1 million, you can just save $200 per month. So let's put that as a goal, right? You say every month I save $200. If maybe that is now still too difficult for you, you say every month I save $50, or every month I save $100. Okay, set a goal to start with. Set a realistic goal, because if you set an imaginary goal, you cannot achieve it, and then you just give up. Then you're back in where you were. So please set a realistic goal and then try to achieve that. And third thing, I think it works for me, is always ask yourself, do I need this? Okay, so for example, when you go out for shopping and you're like, oh my god, it's on sale, right? So if I don't get it, first of all, I'm losing money because it is on sale. So if I don't get it, I'm just losing money. So somehow, we are wired to think like this. Second, you're like, oh, if it is on sale, I don't buy it. I wait for 3 days to buy it. I might lose this piece, right? So I really need this dress.
No, you don't.
Let's say it's winter's coming, and then you just, let's say, move to a colder place and you don't have a heavy jacket. Then it is a necessity, right? You definitely need a heavy jacket to survive the brutal winter. If that is the case, yes, you should invest in a good jacket. That is fair. But if you already have 5 jackets and you're like, I just need a red one, or I just need another brown camel one, I think that is trending now and I want it. That's something you want. That's not something that you need, okay? So probably you don't need it at that point. So this is very relevant to my next point, which is try to spend less money on luxury items. So I have friends really into designer dress, designer handbags, and they cost a lot, right? I think this definitely takes time to change your mindset, and I'll definitely make another video about how I switch from buying a lot of designer things to now just go to Amazon and buy certain things. It took me a while to switch my mind, because that was just a culture that I grew up with. I think now I don't need all these external luxuries to bring me happiness, which is transient. I have a stronger inner self that's really I can rely on, and that's truly bring me happiness. And my next advice is really try to prep your food at home. It can be very simple, it can be very delicate. It's just a very good time that you can enjoy with yourself, with your partner, with your friends, with your families. And maybe you don't know how to cook. I'm also not good at cooking, but I think it is healthy, it saves you a lot. Trying to start prepping maybe one day, right? You don't have to prep every day. You don't have to eat at home 7 days a week. You should still enjoy your social life with friends, eating out. I'm a big foodie, so I also dedicate some portion of my income into eating out. But you should plan it wisely instead of eating out every day, every meal. Maybe try to do that once or twice every week, and that can save you some money as well. And this also includes coffee, okay? A lot of people will list that as another point, but as for me, I'm a heavy coffee drinker, and before I would just go to Starbucks and because it's convenient, it's on the way. But now I think if you plan ahead, you wake up 5 minutes earlier, you can make your own coffee, and it's just convenient and it saves you money, and you can do your own combination and you can have fun with it. Be creative about your coffee, and that is amazing, I have a lot of tips on how to save money here and there. That's what helps me to save as much as possible, even when I was a graduate student. Personal finance is not something that we learn at school, but is a very important lesson that we have to know to be adults, right? This can really free our minds, not worrying how to retire without enough money. If you plan ahead, everything can be possible. I hope this video can really be a starting point to manage your finance better and make yourself feel great without the worrisome of retirement. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumb up and subscribe to my channel so I can provide you more tips in my next videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.